It's grooming day, y'all, and we're gonna do some clipping. So I wanted to go over a couple of different tools. This guy, Gypsy Vanner, is an endless lesson in grooming. So last night, and I'll go over how we bathed him, but of course he laid down in his stall, and he's a bit dirty this morning. And he's only 3, so I'm gonna keep correcting him while I'm on the cross ties. This thing is called a grooming block. A grooming block is like a light kind of pumice stone. It's one of the best tools for getting out these little spots before I clip. But it doesn't come with instructions. So I realized a lot of my clients, I have to show them how to use this tool. So the way you use it is you go to your spot and you rub hard. Right? You can't just do it lightly like that. It won't do anything. You got to kind of dig in there with the grooming block, and it takes these little dirt spots right out. It'll still be yellow on some of them. It'll pull a little hair off with it too, especially if they're shedding. This one's not too bad. I think it was mostly his butt from laying down overnight. So if your horse is nicely bathed and you're about to go in the show ring, this little tool is fantastic, but you have to give it a little bit of muscle. You got to kind of dig in there with it to get the green spots out. Okay, so this tool, Strip Hair Gentle Groomer, I found it on Facebook ad. Long-haired horses shedding out, this is an awesome tool. So you basically just take 2 hands and start swiping. And the horses generally love it because it's kind of a massage while you're pulling off all this hair. Right, so if you're not going to clip a horse like this and you're still kind of in the middle of winter, but the days are getting longer and they're shedding, I find this tool a lot more efficient than just a regular curry and brush, right? And you don't have to clean it, nothing sticks to it. So I'm constantly with this kind of horse having to clean out either the curry or the brush from all the hair that's coming off so fast. So this little tool is fantastic for just pulling off a ton of hair. So kudos to the inventor and the company, because this thing really works. I love it. Whew. Stay out of the direction of the wind. All right, so we're just going to pull a little bit more hair off of him, and then we're going to get to the clipping. So before clipping a horse with this much hair, we had to give him a really good shampoo bath last night. If you don't give a really good shampoo bath, it will gum up the clippers. You'll get into sort of the greasy dirt that's about 3 layers down. There's just lots of layers to this long of a coat that will gum up your clippers, and you won't be able to clip easily. So this is what the owner was using, was one of these things that you put on the soap bottle and you attach the hose and you sort of spray them with the soap. And it's a nice, gentle, I mean, there's a stream, flat, center, jet, whatever, but it's a gentler stream. And that is not going to get a horse like this clean. So, especially if you're clipping, that won't work until after they're clipped. So this was the nozzle we used on the hose. Cheap, very powerful, lots of water pressure. So when we're rinsing, even before the shampoo, you want to rinse against the hair, right? So you're rinsing this way against the direction of the hair to get down into the deeper layers. So with your hose and your water, and you want to make sure you get everywhere. You get them soaky wet. You're blasting dirt off like a pressure washer, going against the hair with this type of nozzle. You really need some water pressure when the coat is this long, right? Then once he is wet, I'm going to dump my shampoo, a lot of it, in my bucket of water, and then we're going to use a nice hard curry, something like this. So I can scoop up the water and the shampoo. And again, I'm gonna go across the hair, right, with the shampoo, or I'm even gonna use my fingers to get down in deep. Step over, little baby. And I'm gonna scrub and scrub and scrub, either massaging with my fingers or using a curry like this to really get that soap down to the layer of skin under several layers of hair. Trust me, several layers, right? Then, once he's all soaped up and I'm rinsing, now I'm gonna use a straight sweat scraper. I like, these are the fastest. You can use metal or plastic. But now I'm gonna rinse in the same direction of the hair, but while I'm rinsing, I'm gonna be scraping and rinsing and scraping and rinsing and scraping and rinsing. I can't show this process with this horse today because we're gonna clip him and he needed to dry overnight with all of this hair. So this is what we did last night. We let him stay in the stall overnight. He only got a little bit of dirt on him laying down in the stall, but he's basically clean down to the skin. So when you're spraying with the hair and scraping, you're getting all the soap residue out. Scrape, 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 and the last bit of the dirt. So that would be a bath to prepare for clipping.